KV-27V42 here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys something I've been working on lately, which is converting my retro game setup to use a CRT TV. This one here is a Sony Trinitron KV-27V42. It's a 27-inch from 1999, and I got it on Facebook Marketplace from a guy for only $25. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. But yeah, I just thought that since retro games definitely look nicer on a CRT, I thought I might as well go ahead and make the switch. Now that I've got more space, I can split up my retro games and my modern games. So I no longer have to put up with playing old games on a modern TV, thankfully. Now, I'm not going to go into the technical details of why retro games look better on CRT. Tech Quickie here on YouTube did a really good breakdown of it. I'll put it in the description there. But yeah, just anyone who plays retro games knows that CRTs are just the way to play old games. It's just the best way to put it. But anyway, yep. So I've been working on that lately, getting all my systems hooked up with it and everything, and it really does look good. So I'll demonstrate some systems on it here. Now, you'll notice that I had to hang it out the back a little bit, and that's simply because this is a stand that's made for a modern TV, of course. So, but the thing about this is, and if you're wanting to make the CRT switch as well, just know that it's okay to have it stick out the back a little bit, because with these CRTs, they're extremely front heavy. The back weighs hardly anything. So, it's okay to do this as long as you fully support it on the front. And by the way, I forgot to mention, this one here only weighs about 98 pounds, so it's not too bad with two people. But some of them, especially like the newer Trinitrons, the Vega models, can weigh close to 300 pounds sometimes. So definitely keep that in mind if you're going to do this, especially if you're on a second story possibly. That it's going to be a pain, but in this case, again, it wasn't too bad. And I actually prefer this over some of the newer models. It's not flat like some of the newer ones are. It's got a curved CRT, which I think gives it a little more of an authentic feel. And people will tell you it's better quality anyway. And speaking of that, so you guys probably wondering about what the inputs are on this. I'm not going to pull it out from the back, obviously, because I don't want to hurt myself here. But just take my word for it. It's got composite video, of course, which is pretty standard. And it's also got S-Video, which that was a must for me. Now, for those of you who might be thinking, well, why wouldn't you get one that has component video? Well, to be honest, for me at least, I don't see enough of a difference between component and S-Video to run home about. Now, obviously, if it works out that way, if you have component, great, use it if you can. But for me, S-Video is perfectly fine. I still think it looks amazing. So that's why I decided to stick with S-Video here. But yeah, anyway, enough talking about it here. Let's go ahead and show what it looks like. Now, if you guys probably know that CRTs are not very easy to film. You can get refresh rate issues, and also you can't really see the quality. It doesn't really do it justice. So it will not look nearly as good on camera as it does in real life, but it'll at least give you a feel for how good the systems look on this thing. But anyway, I have a remote for it on the way, but it's not here yet, which is fine. I just use the power button on the top there. So start out by showing a AV system. We'll start with the NES here. Yep, got it booted up there. Sorry, I can't get rid of all the glare. It's during the day, so and the blinds in here don't keep the light out very well. So, but oh well, at least it'll give you guys a feel, like I said. Okay. My NES tends to buzz for some reason, especially in moments of silence. I don't know why that is. But that's my system itself, though, not the TV. And also, the sound quality is really good, as you might be able to hear. That's one thing about these CRT TVs, is that most of them have speakers on the front. So which is really, you don't get that with modern TVs, unfortunately. And so the sound's really, really good, and Yeah, the speakers are great on this thing. Nothing beats a Trinitron, I'll tell you what. You know, obviously any CRT will do the trick, but if you can get a Trinitron, those are the best of the best. Alright, I can't remember who you start with on Mega Man 6, so I'll just start with Flame Man. I guess I feel like that's right. Yeah, you can see the quality is really good now. You're gonna notice kind of a waviness, not the waviness of the robot, obviously that's part of the game, but you may be able to notice kind of a waviness effect that's not in real life, that's just on the camera. That's just something I happened to notice in the first take of this video that I did. I happened to notice that. But yeah, you can see really good quality. Like I said, if you're curious as to why it is that these systems look better on old TVs, just watch that Tech Quickie video. He explains it well. But basically, it comes down to resolution as well as that scan line effect that you get with these. Oh, extra life, nice. The scan line effect that you get with these old consoles or old TVs, just I don't know, it's hard to explain. It just looks really authentic, you know, compared to the newer TVs that just kind of stretch the image. You know, these look really good. Yeah, camera's not doing it justice, but it still looks pretty good, I'd say. Alright, that's enough for that. Let me switch over to S-Video here and I'll show you some of that. Starting out with the Super Nintendo, which, funny enough, I've got another Mega Man game to show here, Mega Man X, which is a very good looking game, so it's a good test. Oh, forgot to change input. There we go. Yeah, definitely a really good picture on this tube. And it's definitely something that has to be seen to believe. You know, and if you're a retro gamer, like I said, and you have the space to do this, definitely give it a shot, because these games, it really gives me a newfound appreciation for these games. You know, of course, back in the day, we did this because that's all we had, but, you know, nowadays I feel like a lot of people miss out on it. So, but you really, when you see this, you know, you just can tell that it's much better. These games were meant for these TVs, for sure. Now, back in the day, my family had a newer Sony Vega model Trinitron. It was like a 36-inch, I want to say. And when I first got into collecting around 2008 or so, it was the TV we were using in our game room. And so that's where I first played a lot of these retro games. Now, unfortunately, back then, I didn't really have an appreciation for CRTs like I do today. And I just didn't know any better, so I was actually begging my parents, believe it or not, to upgrade, or as some may say, downgrade, to a flat screen in the game room. So I ended up getting rid of it, unfortunately, and switching to actually a rear projection DLP TV, which is not as bad as LCD is, but still, though, it's not. You definitely don't want to play retro games on that. But I didn't know any better back then, so talked my parents into getting rid of it. But on the bright side, though, that TV would have been a little too big for this room, and a little too heavy, as I mentioned. So I don't know if my TV cabinet would even support that weight. So, but this TV, it's a 27-inch, like I said, weighs just under 100 pounds, and it works out just fine for me, what I need it for. So it's a perfect size for this room. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's show off 3D by showing off the N64 here. I have Diddy Kong Racing in there, which is a very bright and colorful game, so that'll give a good test. Oh, I keep forgetting, my N64 cables went out on me, so until I can get a replacement, I have to use the GameCube cables. Yeah, that's a good picture there. Like I said, you can kind of see that waviness I'm talking about right now. That's not in real life, that's just on camera. In real life, it looks much better. And you can really see those defined scan lines, which is great. It really gives the retro games a good vibe. I usually play these tip-top, I don't know why. Actually, I first played this game on the DS, believe it or not, not the N64, but anyway. Yep. Yeah, you can see it's a pretty good, other than the waviness, I feel like that's a pretty good representation there. Yeah, I don't have much else to say really, other than just it really gives me a new appreciation for these old games, and you know, definitely it's a good thing to do if you can still find these. Now I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and in my area, people still are throwing out these things. You know, people that don't know, don't appreciate them for the retro gaming aspect. You know, just casual TV watchers, I guess you could say, and that just. They just think, I don't, what do I need this thing for, that kind of thing. But, so they usually give it to you pretty cheap too. And like I said, I only got mine for $25. So, Goodwills and stuff like that don't usually just carry these anymore, just because of the high cost of recycling and stuff like that. But, if you can find one on like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist in your area, especially for a good price like that, definitely go for it if you have the space. It's These things are really, really, really good for gaming, like I said. Retro gaming, that is. Now, would I ever play a modern game system on this? Probably not. I mean, there's definitely advantages, obviously, to HD visuals and all that, especially with systems that were designed with that in mind. But, when it comes to, in my case, GameCube or earlier, I definitely see the advantages of a CRT, and they look really, really good. Anyway, I'm just going to finish this race off, I guess. Not doing too well. It's been a long time since I played this game, but yeah. Yeah, really good game. It's a shame they never made a sequel of it. They almost did until Microsoft bought Rareware, but anyway. Yeah, really good game. Yeah, see if we can catch up here. For something else other than that, but the power up does mean not much good. That's better, that's more like it. But it's too late now. Oh well. Not bad. Alright, so anyway, that's about it. That's all I had to say about this TV. I just thought I'd show you guys kind of what I've been up to lately. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video then. Bye.